Hey there, it's Rob with Synapse here again with another quick walkthrough video of SimplySnap. Today we're going to talk about SimplySnap Energy Insights. Energy Insights is designed to help facility managers identify where energy is being wasted and how much it's costing them in their facility or across their enterprise. As you've come to expect with SimplySnap, it's really easy to use, it's cost effective, and can scale to meet the needs of any facility. We've got a lot to cover in a short period of time, so let's get started. When you log into SimplySnap, you're going to see a list of sites that your account has access to. Now, if you're a facility manager of one facility, you might only see that site listed in the drop-down list. If you're someone at the corporate level who wants to see all of the sites, that may be something you want to be able to manage and switch back and forth between, then you can do that here from SimplySnap. And this works great from mobile, from a tablet, or from desktop. Now, what you see here after logging in is a visual representation of all of these circuits and the equipment that we're monitoring in the facility. In order for us to find places where the customer is potentially wasting energy, we want to track the flow of energy through the facility. Now, that's going to start by monitoring the mains from the utility, and then we're also going to monitor at the circuit level, either at a panel or at a transformer as energy is being fed into a department or to a certain area in the building. And then also we want to monitor at the equipment level. And the way we do that is we can connect to pretty much anything that has power with our Sense 420 product. Now the Sense 420, as you'll see a picture here, it can be battery powered or it can be line powered. And then it communicates that power data wirelessly over our patented wireless mesh network. That goes up to our gateway and then up to our cloud service. Once we have all the monitoring points set up for the customer and we're beginning to see the flow of energy through the facility, we can then start to determine the cost of the energy used in the system by setting up a utility service. Now, some customers are going to have flat rates and you can enter the flat rate information into the system. Others are going to have variable rates, and we can tie into an OpenEI database and put the customer's information in so that we can update the cost information in real time at different times of the year. So I'll pop this picture up here. You can see this is the change in rate schedule for this customer. And the summer months, the energy rate goes up than it does in the winter months. And so our system will keep up with those changes throughout the year. And we'll also take into account any peak demand costs that may be associated with the energy consumption of the facility. Now, before we get to the energy overview and the energy compare dashboards that really gives us the ability to dig down into these equipment groupings and department groupings and see where the consumption is, I want to show you how that is set up. So we're going to go back to the menu here, and down here under equipment, this is going to be a list of all of the equipment that we saw on the map previously in a list view. And this is going to give you just a quick snapshot of what equipment's been on and off. You can see this shows a trend line from the past week. And we do actually have some energy cost information here. So you can see over the last week, here's a bunch of air compressors and what their consumption is. And if I want to drill down into some more information about one of these, let's say we'll take a look at this guy here. When we set this up, we set it up as equipment type compressor. Now that's going to be important when we get to the compare page. If we want to look at all the compressors, it's going to match the compressors that have, or the devices that have type compressor. Now the other menu we want to take a look at is the departments. Now this is totally up to the customer, however they want to set this up. Here we've got 6 different departments set up, and I can see also their total energy consumption over the last week. And in each of these departments, you're going to see equipment grouping. So that same groups of equipment that we saw on the equipment list, those are put together into the departments. Now let's go take a look at the energy overview and the energy explore page. And we've designed this energy overview dashboard to display the consumption in a way that will help the facility manager prioritize their investigations into how to reduce energy cost. Now here at the top, you can see the total energy usage over a period. It's 7 days by default. And we can change that to any one of these pre-configured date ranges, or we could put in a custom date range. Now during that period, we can see here's our total energy cost. So that's using the utility rate that we previously set up. And then here at the bottom, we've got these Pareto charts that show the top cost by those departments and equipment types that we just went through. Now, energy use in a facility varies depending on the production schedule. So up here, we can actually change and look at just the weeknights or weekends if we want to see something that is running when we don't expect it to be. Now, here in these Pareto charts, if we click on a resource, it's going to take us to the Energy Explorer page where we can get some more details. Now in this example, we're looking at all of the bag houses. Now I've got the date range set up from January 1st to March 31st. And we actually had a meeting with this customer several months ago to review the data with them. And they brought the plant manager into the meeting. They looked at the data in our system, and sure enough, they could see that this bag house here was costing them $100,000 a year, which is way more than it should, especially when compared to the other bag houses in the system. So this was the information that really gave them the business case they needed to go replace it. Now here's another example from a different customer. Now in this case, we're looking at their air compressors from January 1st to February 28th, and we're going to look at weeknights, so during non-production hours. Now they recently had invested in a modern control system for their air compressors. The plant manager, he was expecting that those compressors were shutting off during non-production hours. And he said he even had a guy going around and checking them. Well, you can see here are 4 of the compressors that are running after hours, which of course is costing the customer and is wasting money and energy in the facility. So through the energy insights here on the Explore page, we're able to identify those resources that need to be shut off in order to reduce energy consumption in the facility. And there you have it, SimplySnap Energy Insights. As you can see, it's easy to get started. You just need some Sense 420s, some equipment or circuits to monitor, connect those up, get the data into our system, and then you're off and running. Now, if you want to find out more information, we'll leave some important links in the description box below. Of course, you can always visit our website. And if you have any questions, just visit our Contact Us page. In our next video, we're going to be talking about proactively monitoring the state and health of your equipment, getting notifications, finding out if something's wrong ahead of time in order to reduce downtime. So keep an eye out for that one, and we'll talk to you soon.